Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too.
I see. Are we both working from home?
Yes, I always work from home now. So
Oh,
this
that's
is
nice.
normal for me.
Cool. Well, do you want to tell me a little bit about yourself and about your company?
Yeah, so Series 6 is a St. Louis-based apparel company that focuses on everything there is to love about St. Louis. So we do a lot of t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, you name it, all kinds of stuff. Series 6 has been around for a little over 3 years now, but I first kind of brainstormed and started the business while I was in college. I went to school at Spring Hill down in Mobile, Alabama, and there are a ton of different Southern t-shirt brands. So kind of seeing all the different Southern brands like around Mobile and people wearing them around campus, I kind of started to brainstorm, like we don't really have a lot like this in St. Louis in the Midwest. And then I was studying graphic design and business at the time. So I kind of started creating t-shirts as a school project, and then it kind of went from there and started growing slowly and slowly. But yeah, now Series 6 has been around for 3 years.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
How did you start when you first made your first design? Were you like screen printing or did you design it digitally and have it sent off? How did that work?
Yeah, so it was the summer between my sophomore and junior year of college, and I was just home for one summer, and I just like wanted a cool St. Louis shirt and wasn't really like finding anything. So I just designed it on Adobe Illustrator, which is like the platform that most graphic designers use, and then I found a website that would just like print one unit. So I just had one unit like screen printed by some random website that I found. And then once I got the shirt in, I was so excited to wear it and was running errands. And the first place I went to, I was going in the dressing room, and the lady working the dressing room was like, "I love your shirt. Where'd you get it?" And so my immediate reaction was to be like, "Let me get your contact info. Like I sell these shirts." And like I only had one shirt at the time, but I figured, I was like, well, she liked it, and I have enough friends and family that will buy them just like to support me. So yeah, I went home and I posted the shirt on Facebook and got pre-orders and went from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uh, has anyone in your family or like in your friend group started their own company before?
Um, so my grandpa had his own business, very different than what I do. He like worked with factories and stuff, but he was the one who, like, when I was in school, like really encouraged me to major in business and like pursue having a business of my own. Because originally when I was going into college, I was just majoring in graphic design and I was minoring in business, but he really like pushed me to dream of starting my own business one day. So yeah, really just, yeah, my grandpa.
That's cool. I feel like that's a very daunting task to kind of take on, with no experience. That's nice that you had some encouragement.
Yeah.
That's cool. And so I saw a couple cool things that you've been doing through COVID. How has COVID impacted your business? How have you adapted?
Well, it really has like made us kind of go back to the drawing board and kind of think about our game plan and business differently, because we don't have a storefront. So we're lucky in that like we haven't been impacted by having to like close down a store or having to kind of reevaluate how many people you're allowed in and like properly sanitizing and like all of that. But one of our big parts of our business model is doing a ton of local events. So like on the year last year, I think we did, or not last year, the year before, I guess now, we did like 160 events or something just like crazy. Like every 3 days, pretty much we were at an event. So we didn't have that this year, which we kind of had to figure out other ways to go about things. But we like really upped our email marketing and social media to kind of make sure we were still getting a lot of online sales. And I mean, St. Louis like always does a great job of supporting local, but there have been a lot of push just like locally in St. Louis to support local businesses, local makers, like that kind of thing. So that's really helped us. And then we have partnered with now 24 different restaurants in the area to help them like raise money for their staff. And it's allowed us to do some really cool t-shirts for different restaurants, and like has been keeping us super busy. And there's shirts that we anticipate, selling for years to come. And it's just been really cool to like get to work with the community in that kind of way. And then we've worked with several nonprofits this year and hope to continue those efforts into the new year too.
Yeah, cool. I was looking at some of the nonprofits that you have worked with. How did you pick those, or do you have a personal connection?
You know what? It's kind of been a lot of different ways. Most of them, like, we've either had some sort of personal connection with people that work there, or they've reached, like, different organizations have reached out to us, kind of brainstorming and wanting ways to partner. So there's been a lot of different kind of ways we've gone about that. But yeah, those have been really awesome to work with, and it's cool that we've gotten to work with such a variety of organizations that have different missions and all kind of supporting St. Louis.
Cool. Do you know some of the ones you partner with? I saw Rung was on there. Can you tell me about them?
Yeah, so Rung is a local nonprofit that helps women pretty much obtain like sustainable living, to find sustainable housing, jobs, and really just like helps them with their full life, their spirituality, their fitness, like everything. It's not just kind of a quick solution, but it's really helping like support these women with, having a well-rounded life and living a sustainable life. And it's all in St. Louis. And my sister-in-law actually just started working there in November. So she loves it there, and we've been able to work with them now. And it's been an awesome organization to work with. And our shirts for them have sold really well. So it's awesome to see the support from St. Louis on those.
Cool. And then another one I saw was the Children's Miracle Network. What's that?
Yeah. So they actually reached out to us, which was super cool. And Children's Miracle Network helps both Children's Hospital and Cardinal Glennon, which are both Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And the money for that goes to all kinds of things for kids that are in both of those hospitals, and just like helping them still maintain kind of a normal childhood, like just not robbing them of their childhood. So toys and play areas and different stuff like that, kind of supporting these kids and making sure that they still get to have fun and get to be a kid.
That's nice. Awesome. So do you have any big goals for this year? Anything that you're looking forward to?
Yeah. So one of our goals this past year, we were able to donate through the sales of different charity and restaurant shirts over $100,000 back to St. Louis. So we hope that we can exceed that this coming year. It's definitely a lofty goal with how many restaurant shirts we were able to do this past year, but hopefully we surpass that. And then just getting to work with even more businesses, organizations in St. Louis as we can. I mean, we want to work with as many people as we can and really like be involved in our community. So just getting to do additional partnerships would be really awesome. And hopefully we'll get to do more events this year, because we certainly miss that. It's for us, it's the only way we get to interact with our customers face to face, and that they get to know us and know our brand in more of a personal way. So hopefully we're back to doing events once it's safe.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds very cool. Thank you for sharing all that.
Yeah.
So let's see. So I don't know if you know anything about ReVitalize. We are a nonprofit that we're really trying this year to focus on amplifying the voices of people like you who are kind of change makers and really invested in the community. If you had one thing that you would like people to know about your company or one way that St. Louis could help you guys, what would that be?
I just think as far as like St. Louis, like working together and like supporting small businesses, I just think, especially this past year, I mean, I've thought about it a lot more too, just with every dollar like you spend with local businesses in St. Louis, like you're supporting our community and you're helping our community grow and you're investing in St. Louis. So just as a whole, like making more of an effort to support local businesses. I know it can be easier sometimes just to order things online from Amazon or stuff like that. But it's really important to keep supporting local businesses and make sure that they stick around because it makes our community special and unique. And I mean, I've seen it just from like being involved in growing a business the past 5 years in St. Louis. There are so many local businesses that are popping up and growing. And I mean, if you go to any of the fairs and festivals and stuff, I mean, there's just so many talented local makers and businesses out there. So just to keep supporting those different businesses, and I mean the local nonprofits and organizations in St. Louis too. I mean, it's all of that together is what makes St. Louis so special. So anything people can do to keep supporting those causes would be awesome.
Cool. I hope that we can kind of join some forces this year maybe and work toward making some of that happen.
For sure.
Yeah. Are you wearing one of your designs right now?
Yes. So this is one of our sweaters, retro blues St. Louis
Love
sweaters.
it.
Yeah.
Very
So we
nice.
do a lot of, we work with the blues a ton, which is, I mean, it's really awesome to see like a big business like that working with the little guys, and the blues do an awesome job of like working with small local businesses and stocking the team store with small local businesses. So they do an awesome job of that. We recently have been working with Anheuser-Busch, and again, I mean, it's amazing that they're willing to work with a small local business when, you know, they're AB and they can work with whoever they want or do stuff themselves. But yeah, it's really awesome to see that support from the big businesses, because the more big businesses that do that and give the little guys a chance, more other ones will too. So they just kind of build off of one another with that. So it's been awesome this past year to kind of have that support from some of the bigger businesses in St. Louis and get the chance to work with them.
Yeah. It mentioned on your website that you work with some interns to kind of design some of your products. Do you interact with them, or what's that like to be an intern?
Yeah. So we didn't have any interns this past year, actually. Just with COVID, it made it a little bit more difficult. But I do have one full-time employee, so it's just the two of us. So Sarah and I pretty much design and do everything that you see here. But in the past, we've had some interns who have done anything and everything from filling orders to designing to working events. And that's been really awesome. And I was lucky that my first two interns, actually both St. Louis kids, but went to Spring Hill, where I went, in Mobile, Alabama, which there's actually a ton of St. Louis kids that go to school there. But the first one was referred to me by my former professor, and then my second intern was referred to me by my first intern. So it was cool to get to mentor some students who were in the same classes and having the same professors that I had just a couple years before. So it's been awesome to have interns, and I try to do a good job of also kind of preparing them for whatever their dreams and ambitions are, because I know sometimes that can be the hardest part about work and like what you want to do in life is kind of trying to figure out what that is. Not everybody just instantly knows what they want to be when they grow up. So I've tried to help them make like dream documents of like kind of brainstorming what direction they want to go, take their career in, what businesses they like, what they value in a job, what skills they want to learn, that kind of thing, to kind of help them figure out what their dream job might be, because I know how much more fun work is and life is when you're doing something that you love and you're passionate about. So I try to kind of help them realize that everybody can obtain a job that they love, but it just sometimes takes a little bit of effort into kind of figuring out what that might be.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I hope that 2021 gets rolling off to a good start, and look forward to seeing some new designs coming out, and yeah, just keeping an eye on what you guys are doing.
Thank you. Yeah, we're excited to see everything you guys are going to be doing in St. Louis as well.
Cool. Well, thank you for chatting this morning. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, let's stay in touch. See
Awesome.
what kinds of things we can collaborate on.
Perfect. Sounds great.